Alright, we are live. Let us get going. Yellow YouTube. For those watching on YouTube, quick announcements before the rest of the rejected potential get in here. Um, Today is the 8th of March, of course. If you're watching this on Twitch live, if you're not, um, then this is whatever day it is. But today's as of March 8th. The announcement at this point is going to be that starting, what is it? The 19th, um, around 2 o'clock, we will be doing a stream every day. Basically, the goal is to do either stream in the morning or stream in the evening. Probably in the morning after I get back from the gym. At which case, we will start. So the 20th will technically be our first morning stream, and the 19th we'll probably do an afternoon stream. Um, so with that in mind, wait, yeah, no, actually, sorry, the 12th. I can't count. We'll have a stream in the morning or the evening every day, starting on the 12th. As a heads up, so if you guys are interested, we'll be doing RimWorld, CK2, and Stellaris will be the big ones. Maybe some Battle Brothers, not yet sure. Those will be our main drivers. If there's other games you guys want to see played or talked about, that will is welcome to. I'll probably be a bit late to pre-show. Okay. Yeah, so if there's other games you guys can put in your requests now, would be fine. I'm just letting you guys know that that is the plan. We will be doing some art streams where I'll be doing some map design working on the the old world maps design, and yeah, so that will be kind of the idea of what's going to be going on. So starting the 12th, a bunch of games and maybe some extra D&D sessions. It depends on who's available. So, just a heads up. Do 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 do. Okay. Black, white, blue. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay. Okay, but yeah, so that's the announcement. If you're watching this on YouTube, look forward to a lot of Stellaris stuff. And then oh yeah, Dragon Age Inquisition will be a big one. We're gonna be jumping back in and finishing up that game, hopefully during spring break. My goal will be roughly about 3 streams, or 3 hours of streaming a day, um, all the way up to 6. But of course, that will also be including that I'll be looking for. I am starting to look for work, and get my job selection together. So because I'll be in my final term, so I'm also going to be having a very rough term next term, so we probably won't see any streams but D&D. Um, okay, silver it is. So we are using our the player killer dice. Hi, Tolkien. Perfect time to join in.
Well,
All right. Well, she just picked my player killer dice set, so this should be a fun session.
it hasn't killed me yet.
This is the new set I haven't used it for this campaign at all. I do have a god, what I call the god killing set, but I can't find the D20 for it. So I've been looking for weeks. I don't know where it vanished to. I think one of my offline campaigns, one of the guys took off with it. So
Is silver a good color then?
no, not well. I mean, to be fair, the original player killer dice that I was using that I retired couldn't manage to kill Dulkin, so on a very almost sure chance that he would have died. So, there you go. Honestly, the last night with the Grim Legacy, one of them chose one of my new dice sets, and I'm not gonna lie to you, I couldn't roll above a 10 all night.
What color is that one?
That doesn't need to be discussed. It was so bad. I was rolling. God, I was so happy it wasn't a combat heavy session. Otherwise, they would have destroyed whatever they had to fight. But yeah, so I've got my 6 dragons and then my own new player killer set that I got. So we're gonna hope that these do well. Funny enough, actually, my original player killer dice, the ones that were not as great, or Dolkin just managed to get away with a lot of shit because of, was from the same store I bought Fuka's dice. So
Huh.
yeah, we both went to this place called Guardian Games and got our dice sets. So it was cool. I think I also bought my ex a dice set there. I can't remember. But yeah.
Speaking of dice and rolling and D&D, have you tried out the Arave Discord bot?
Arave
Yes,
Discord
that
bot.
one. Me and Karen have mentioned it. It's really good for dice rolling and combat, and even just checks and save. You could do a command, and you upload your D&D Beyond character sheet to it, and with a command, it'll like attack with like specific weapons and stuff for you, and like take information from your sheet. It's really convenient.
Yeah, it's what I've been using to do all my rolling.
Avray.
Mhm.
Oh, it's okay. So it's Avray.
AVRAE.
Yeah.
I know
Okay.
some of the commands, so I could help if you need, but it's pretty convenient. Mind
They
you,
have a whole big
it
like
hates me. It hates me, and it's pretty ruthless at times, but it's a lot more convenient than rolling several things like
Then
dicey.
dicey.
they have pretty good documentation for it all too.
Yeah, and I think you can like even code it, encode in like custom attacks and stuff. I don't know how to do it, but I've heard you can like even like code commands, like custom made commands and stuff.
Okay, let me see about something.
Or like do a bunch of dungeon master like battle encounters with it, but I don't know about that much. I only know the player aspect of it.
Okay, so confront you want this bot permissions to grant. Sure, authorize. Alright. There you go. That's what you're talking about? This thing?
What
It's a.
chat?
Oh, it just popped up. Let me give
Oh, I
it.
see it. Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, that's it.
I'll into that, but that way it can't do too much.
Dolkin, how do you upload the character sheet again? I forgot the command for that.
Hold on.
Okay.
I'll just link the whole commands list.
Yeah. See, all my characters are already on it, because if I forget my dice, that's what I use. You can, like, private message it,
Mhm.
and it'll do stuff still. But you just, like, upload your D&D Beyond character sheet through, like, a link,
Mhm.
and then you can just, like, you can do, like, isn't it, like, !A for attack, and you can put longsword, and it'll find the longsword in your inventory and attack with it.
Yep.
Like,
Mhm.
roll everything for you.
Well,
Yeah,
then
it does all the stuff for like checks and saves and all that too.
Yeah, it doesn't have all the spells on it. There's some spells that are on it, but it's got most of the spells. And it'll even like give a description and stuff.
Okay, cool. Yeah, give me a moment. I'm editing something for the channel, so just a moment. We're gonna create something. Okay. Oh. So automatically managed by an integrate cannot be manually assigned to a member or deleted. Okay. Let's bring you up to there. Save
Fel.
changes. Hi, Phil.
Oh, they're muted.
Hi.
Hello.
Okay. Now we can do that, but it is going to get its own title now. Okay, let me go in here. Yeah. And then we'll do that. Okay. Now it has its own position. So
Did you leave it as just an exclamation point for its commands?
I haven't even I didn't do anything. I just set an invite to it.
Hang on.
I've never had to set up a bot in this thing, so there you go.
Yep. Look, see, I could just put in the command and it'll attack with the rapier for me.
Nice.
Why did I roll a 20 for a practice? Why? Why did I get a 20 attack for a practice? This is really. Oh. Nice strength check for
There you
Nebby
go.
Duncan.
So Phil, if you want to follow along with what they're doing,
You
How do I
Sheets.
do that?
go to your here. Actually, I might. You should probably do it. If you open up your D&D character sheet and you just
Uh-huh.
copy the URL
Yep.
and then do !beyond space your URL.
Mm-hmm. It'll upload it to
Oh
the
boy, I
bot.
hope this works.
It
yeah, 'cause it
should.
would save you a lot of
Yep.
trouble.
And then
And
you
then
just
you just
put
do. Yep.
commands. There's a command list. If you need help, you just put !help and it'll tell you everything.
The important ones are !C, and then stat is all your checks. !S is all your saves.
!A is
Okay.
attack. What's the spell one for? What's the spell command again?
I don't.
Isn't
I
it
think
just
it's
cast in the spell name?
yeah. I haven't done much with the spells, so I don't know those as well.
You can also do death saving throws with this bot. They'll do death saving throws and like keep track of how many you failed, how many you've succeeded on. I think you could do stuff with your health, although I prefer to keep track of that on D&D Beyond anyway.
I do as well. Yeah.
Just because it's easier. I heard you could do stuff with like mobs and NPC health. Like if you're a dungeon master, you can use it to keep track of an encounter. But I did hear it was like buggy or something.
There's no need. D&D Beyond has its own encounter thing now,
Yeah.
so I don't need the help.
Mm-hmm.
I'm enjoying the last last drinks of this coffee.
Where's Cameron? He's missing out on this because he's been wanting this bot on the server for like ages.
He never
And
said
now
anything
he's
to
not
me.
here. Oh, he's talked to me about wanting to get on here, but I guess he just never bothered to mention it.
Yeah. Doesn't tell me anything, and I can't change anything. Well, that makes this easier. I should probably. I wonder if I should invite this thing over to my other server. What did you just say, Zaya?
I said, "Hey Bugsy," it's the name of
Oh,
a cat we have.
that's
I was
not
calling
what
him a
I
cat.
heard.
What'd you hear me say?
Doesn't matter. We don't need to go into that subject. That would be a bad situation. Alright. Well, I'll give Cameron the benefit of the doubt. I'll give him 5 minutes past time and see if he does join.
I'll send him a text.
Sounds good. Yeah. So I'm in the last. This week is my last week of this term, and then, well, besides my final, I put in air quotes, where I have to do a presentation in front of the class. So they're basically telling me I have to talk to people. Like that's a hard thing for me to do. So yeah.
Some people it is.
Yeah. But at this point, when you're a senior in your last 2 terms, you've given enough presentations that either you've realized you're not good at talking or you are very good at talking. There is no in between. But yeah, and then I'll be done for a week of spring break, and then I'll be in my final term, in which thankfully and so lovingly, I managed to get the hardest teachers at my university possible for the worst
Oh my gosh.
subjects because there was nothing else available. So we're literally looking forward to all the death that's gonna come from that and my crying constantly.
Good luck.
Mhm. So yeah, if during my next term at all, if I'm not available for certain weekends, that is why. What the hell is BR?
Just as a break.
Oh, I'm confused. All right.
Oh, you could do long rest and short rest with this as well, Fel.
You can, but you have to be careful with it because it doesn't go back to D&D but Beyond to update your character sheets.
It's just on the thing, which is why I use D&D Beyond for all of that stuff. I just use it to roll if I get. You can also just straight up roll. You don't have to use the like attack or like saving check command. You could just do like !R like 1d20 and it'll just roll that way. Well,
Maybe I'll end up having to kick dicey if this thing turns out well.
Well, Dicey has done more worse rolls than this
I'm
bot,
testing
so
it.
you know. Well,
All right, not too
Ah.
terrible.
Nice.
All right, we'll kick Dicey out. Dicey has officially been uninvited to from the server.
Dicey gave Dulkin like 2 zeros, or was it 2 -1s last session?
Something like
No,
that.
I was using. I have my own little test thing in Discord that I use, and I was using this rolling to do it.
I know that it gave Gone that one time like several -1s. Dicey did.
Yep, that was fun, and that's when Gone became trash.
Yeah, and also made the gave me the flowers that would make Tikva make the poison that would then be used on Greg that would then TPK the party.
Yep.
Well, I guess Tikva's technically alive, but she also technically died, so she didn't survive either. She just came back.
Yeah, that was a Tikva is a fun case in that situation. I'm just gonna copy this over real quick for the boys on the other channel.
The boys.
Okay, yeah. There we go. It gains its own status. I'm just gonna pin that. Yeah, they're still in the Silent Guard server, so they have their own server set up. All right. You guys are having too much fun with this thing already. Well, that should make the server this a little easier, so Dicey won't completely destroy everything. And now Fel doesn't have to constantly pull up the character sheets. That should
I'm a
help.
little
Now I
slow
know.
with my character sheet.
The loading, yeah, it seems to be, but that's okay. Alright, so where was I last time? Okay. Oh yeah, now I remember.
I was
Alright.
on my way to the captain's quarters down the long stairway.
Yep. Dulkin planned to murder you all.
Well, what did I
Don't-
do? He almost
Almost
killed me. He hit me
spoiling
with
everything.
the hammer, and I almost died. Well, not really, but I took quite a bit of damage.
It was a love tap.
He's just, he's all choked up about the fact that you
I-
refuse to pretend to be his wife.
I was gonna say, don't make a love tap joke, considering the fact people would think you were married or engaged.
Oh yeah, Luvia made a guest showing on Grim Legacy yesterday.
Oh no.
Oh, that was a good
Is she
session.
the jealous type? Is she the jealous type?
Well, let's just say that the rest of the party, or all of Grim Legacy, got to meet her that was there. And Tren
Oh.
swallowed a lot of bones. Hi, Cameron.
That. Cam, guess what? We have
Sorry.
the bot you like on the server. Dicey's
Ever
gone.
is here?
Dicey's dead. Yes, Everest here.
Oh, sweet, I can upload Ven to her. Oh god, I'm gonna have to
Oh.
upload Ven to her.
The
To
poor
her?
bot. Well, yeah, that's very sumptuous of you, Cameron.
In today's
I'm
day and
going by the
age,
fact that it ends with an A, an Averay,
This is in
feminine.
Spanish.
that doesn't end with an A. It starts with an A. Ends in an
Exactly,
E,
it ends
dude.
with an E, which I believe in Spanish is usually masculine.
No, that's beginning typically.
Yeah.
L, if it begins with an E, it's typically masculine.
Ends with an O.
No, if it ends with an A, then it's feminine. Cause L
Well, I meant if it ends with an O, it's masculine.
Well, anyways, I will get Ven on there in a minute. I'm making dinner at the same time. I lost track of time because of the time jump.
Oh yeah.
You need a better watch.
It's not that I need a watch, it's the fact that I forgot that it was daylight savings time.
Did your phone not change?
It did, but that doesn't mean I realized it
Oh.
was Sunday and that I realized everything else with everything that's going on.
Also, I just noticed, Dulkin, you have bomb.
He just had a bomb.
Okay,
Been there
then.
for a
What?
while. I don't know how it got there.
I remember how it got there.
Wait, no. Yeah. Wasn't
You
it
got-
during the
The
raid or
siege.
whatever?
You got it from the Emperor's son. He
Yeah.
gave it to you to go and use, and you didn't end up using it because you guys retreated Well, you weren't there the next session, so you didn't have a reason to use it.
I mean, he can still use it.
Yeah. And that'll be
Like,
an
Yeah.
just 101.
especially since you don't know what it does. And well, I'll be honest, Zilpip did burn an entire city down.
I forgot how to use Evaporate. Oh yeah, that's how.
Exclamation mark. Also, DM, I have a question.
I have an answer.
Has anything like happened with my Kraken's mark, or is it just the same it's always been?
It's looked the same.
Okay, I didn't know if
Oh
like
god, now
anything
you
happened.
reminded him of it.
No, I remember it. I keep track of
Yeah,
everything.
no. I just wanted to know if maybe like with the whole magic changing thing, if like anything happened to it, or maybe my Kraken dude died or something. I don't know.
Nah,
Just
he's too
checking
tough.
in. He's too slippery. He just gets right out. I'm gonna
He's gonna
stop.
have an amazing career in a new market that's coming up.
No, down. Go cook. All right. Time
Okay,
to
there
start
we
up the
go,
session while
That's
Ven
Erlin's in.
while Ven goes on mute. While cooking, I'm gonna start the D&D session. So I made my announcement earlier. I will make this announcement again to the players, just for this only small one. Starting on the 12th, I will be available full time, and we'll be streaming every day. Yada yada. You guys don't care about that portion. In the extra time, I will be offering up a secondary D&D game potentially. Or a third D&D game potentially. It'll be a quick one shot, probably not something very large. That'll give an option for characters and players to get loot and get a couple extra levels if they decide they want to get in. I will be deciding the day based on who decides to join, and I'll kind of do more further information on that probably later in the week. So look for more like information by around Wednesday. Otherwise, let's get started. Last time we left off, the party managed to barely avoid a burning city by the hands of the snow elves as they attacked the colony in which the party had resided. Retreating onto a massive war galleon, doing a little bit of work, Dulkin and Zaya had a love tapping match in which Dulkin won terribly, managing even to meld a I can see Zaya typing. Managing to meld two pieces of steel or iron back together with his bare hand temporarily as well. E2.
Grandpa would be proud.
Well, I mean, I think that's the only NPC Dulkin will never impress. So, E2 and Ven spending his time mostly messing with a gecko, screwing around, and E2 trying to figure out why random tieflings are trying to invite E2 back to their quarters for drinks and other things, while E2 spent her time fishing. Dulkin, in the meantime, started serenading his gods, trying to get their attention to no effect with nothing but a slight annoyance. And the party continued to stay on the boat, relaxing and watching as they came closer and closer to the northern island portion of the island, where they should be docking within the next half hour. As we left off, though, Zaya was heading down a very long hallway into what would be the captain's quarters, looking for an extra pair of leather armor. Yes, I remember. I know it might shock you, but I do pay attention to my own D&D game. So yes, we will pick up from there. Zaya, as you continue down the hallway, you finally find what looks to be the captain's quarters, mostly because it's got the word captain plastered over it, and is the only room that has a single bed to it, by the looks of it, as you look through the little window in the door. From what you can see, the bed itself is curtained in red satin. Let's not forget. What? Stole Dulkin?
The ice statue incident at the town with Dulkin.
Oh,
Where Dalton
yes.
got frozen.
I was like, what are you talking about? That has
Ven
nothing to do with the
sold
current
him
campaign.
and stole him back.
Just
Yeah.
Ven, be quiet. This is Zaya's time.
So yes, anyways, now that Ven has interrupted me and I'm planning to kill him completely while another NPC steals his girlfriend again. So yes, as you look in, you can see that the bed is made of some sort of red satin-like materials. It seems to be a rather large queen size. You can see 2 sets of leather armor sitting on armor stands, a few pieces of armor here and there, a nice little armory. Well, not little per se, but a rather well decorated armory sitting to the side, and a few treasure chests all about. As you put the key into the doorknob, it unlocks and opens up with a loud creak that the entire crew and probably the entire rest of the world could hear as it finally opens up. The room is quiet. There's no one in there. What would you like to do?
You said there were 2 sets of armor?
Yes, there are 2 sets of leather armor standing on armor stands.
I would like to investigate the 2 and like see what the difference is between them if there is any.
All right, roll investigation.
Ba-ba-da-da-da.
No, Dominoes, I will not eat you today.
That's a 20.
All right. As you take a look, the difference between the armor seems very subtle. One seems to have a few studs here and there, while the other does not.
Sorry, what was that?
I said, as you look between the two, there's the only slight difference there is that one has studs and one does not.
How cool are the studs?
As you touch them, they manage to do
I
2
didn't
points
say
of
I touched
damage,
them.
but they are not cold, luckily. You ask the
I-
DM for coolness, and he will respond with cold damage.
Okay, so I guess the studs. Can I do an Arcana check on both of them, specifically the one with studs
Sure.
that just
Poked you?
shocked me? Question mark.
Nope,
Whatever.
you
Stabbed
pierced
me?
your skin when you went to poke them. As
Oh,
it's not a
okay.
very good idea to pierce or to poke spikes.
I got a 7.
Well, they both seem to have magic.
Mhm. Good. Wonderful. What are the color of the 2?
One is
Armor.
made of a deep brown leather, kind of looks like a tanned cowhide, if you will. The other seems to be of a darker tan, or a darker color, almost a charcoal black.
Is the dark one the one with the studs?
That is correct. It also has some white fur on it that seems to kind of accentuate the shoulders, or the shoulder pads, as well as the bottom rift of the armor itself.
I'll take that one.
Okay.
That's the one Zaya chooses.
All right. Let me.
The one that stabbed me, the one I impaled myself on, seems good.
Okay. Let me add that to your inventory.
Sweet.
Give me a moment.
What do you mean proper phrasing, Cameron? What did I say?
Do, 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 do. Da, da. Okay, there you go. All right, feel free to update your character sheet.
Okay.
And it'll be in your inventory. All right, so going back over to Zai, is there anything actually else that you wanted to look at in this room, or are you just gonna leave?
Yeah. You said there was no one in here, right?
That's correct.
No one, just the. Okay. Is there like a map in here somewhere I can see?
Yeah, as you
Like
look around, you see a giant desk that kind of comes into view that was just off to the right of the door, making it, really impossible to see at the angle where the window was. And you can see plastered above it on a massive board is a map of the world overall.
Okay. Is there a specific map of the Tiefling Island we're heading to?
You don't see any as you dig through. Most of them just seem to be of local ports, specifically like how the water currents are in those areas.
Okay. I want to. I don't think I have. Are there like spare sheets of paper and like just a pen lying around,
You don't see
like
any.
on like a desk or something? Oh boy. Can I? I don't want to. Know what? Okay, scratch the map. Can I make?
Okay, as you scratch the
and
map, go ahead and roll an
no,
attack.
not literally. Mentally, forget the map. I can't copy it, and I don't think I can memorize it. Can I make an Arcana or investigation check to see if I notice anything that might be hidden or like magically locked in this room?
Yeah, go ahead. Give me another Arcana check.
Okay, because I don't trust anybody, even if you give me fancy armor. Okay, it's just gonna be 7 again. 7, that's the lucky number, guys.
Well, you do sense more magic in the room, coming from the leather armor that you did not take, and from the armor you're wearing that you did take, and there's magic coming off of the bed.
Well, the bed?
Mm-hmm.
What does the bed look like?
It seems to be roughly about a queen-sized bed with red satin curtains, some sort of red silk sheets, and very well feathered up pillows.
That's I'm not getting into the bed. Okay, I'll. There's no paperwork or anything lying around, right? Like no shipment, like
Mm-mm.
list or catalogs, nothing.
No, you'd assume that would
Okay.
probably be in the captain's own journal, which is probably on him.
Yeah. Okay. There's no information in here. I'll leave with the armor in
Okay.
tow.
All right.
Wait, actually,
yes?
you said there's no one in the room, right?
Correct.
Can I shut the door, get changed, and then leave?
Yeah, as you do so, no one seems to come and bother you after a few minutes. As you leave, heading out towards the kitchen, you can see that E2 and Ven have been sitting there kind of relaxing, eating whatever whatever the cook brought out for them that was edible to other races. Dolkin, I assume you said you were going to go over and you were chatting with E2 last week, ended the session, correct?
I was talking about her staff.
As Zaya walks out, you can see that this studded leather armor. The material looks very familiar to you, to the same material that was offered to you before.
The person I asked for my mask from.
Mm-hmm. Give me a moment.
What is
It's
that
not.
mean?
It's not dwarf leather, is it? Yeah.
All right. So as you're chatting with E2, uh, you guys were chatting about the staff last we left off. Was there anything you wanted to continue from that conversation overall?
um.
I believe you asked E2 to see the staff, and I think she turned you down at the time.
I believe she did. I'll try again. E2, can I just maybe like you hold one end, I'll hold the other just for a moment?
You know what? I think that would be pretty okay.
All right.
And I hold one end of the staff and, you know.
I'll grab the other.
Do I see this happening?
Mm-hmm.
What are you guys doing?
Shh, shh. 1 sec.
Okay, I'm gonna wander over and eye the
Also,
staff.
what is? I'll come back to you.
What? What? Okay.
All right.
This is interesting.
As Ven just continues to quietly eat his soup.
I start kind of pulling the staff more towards me.
Okay.
Why, well, if you're doing that, I move forward a little bit while still holding it. Hey man, don't get
I'm
greedy.
gonna help it to yank the staff back.
As a baby cries in the background.
Ven just gave birth!
That's from all the extra work. 1 second. Alright. So as Dolkin continues to hear strange voices about his head, go ahead and give me a athletics check, Dolkin. Alright, E2 and Ven with assistance, you can go ahead and give me some strength checks.
Oh boy,
What's
is this
the
tug of war with a
abbreviation for
staff?
that?
I think
Exclamation
it's
mark
STR.
Exclamation mark, C.
strength.
All right, as the two, I forgot E2 is very fragile. As the two of you start to pull it back, it seems to be an even tug of war at this point between the two of you and this very large round dwarf.
Hey, why are you doing that? It's my staff, not yours. I said you could touch it, but not take it.
What? How'd you get that staff, E2?
Shh. I'm gonna put
No,
my ear.
I've always had it.
I'm gonna put my ear to the staff.
Did
Okay.
damn? Did she always have it?
Go ahead and roll a history check to see if you remember.
I don't recall, but I could be forgetting. That's a 15.
She has not always had that staff.
E2, you've not always had that staff. I remember it.
And I'm gonna like, after I put my ear to the staff, I'm gonna like quick turn my head and look right at E2. Do you hear it?
Do I hear it? I don't know. It hasn't made any noises to me.
Dulkin, you can hear it too?
It just keeps
what?
talking.
Yeah, it's been talking since we've gotten on the boat.
Oh
E2,
god, you guys have
don't
gone
hear
insane.
anything?
I think they're a little seasick.
Ben, you don't hear it.
Do you really not hear the staff?
Do you guys
Well,
want to go
then-
outside, get some air? Like,
Yeah,
We're
maybe
on
you
a
should go for a
boat.
swim.
Then I'll throw you to the pimple sharks.
I think I'd drag you down with me.
All right, Doka, it just continues repeating itself.
I'm gonna try and pull it away from Dolkin now.
I'm gonna just very quietly whisper to the staff. I don't know how to do that.
what the heck? You guys are going crazy.
I'm
It's
gonna
okay.
just gently
It's
pull
you.
the staff
Look at
out of his
me.
grip.
No, Itu,
There
look at me.
no
Does it
no
look like
gently
I'm
pulling out.
lying? Itu, look at my face. Does it look like I'm lying?
I
about
am
this?
looking. I trust
Okay.
you.
You could make it. Fel, you can make an insight check if you want.
No, I trust you.
I've been hearing voices since I started sparring with Dulkin, and I didn't know what it was. I thought maybe I had finally lost my mind.
Soulmates.
If this staff is talking to people and you, if this staff makes
Hold on,
you,
hold on.
The
You're
You have to
psychic.
crown.
start sparring with the dwarf.
What
That's
crown?
soulmates. Have fun.
Poor Doka's more confused than before.
then be useful. When did Itu get the staff? Where did Itu get the staff, Ben?
I don't know.
Do one of you have a
You were
crown?
with her. What crown?
I don't know.
We were told to get a crown by my grandfather, but that doesn't. That.
Can
Wait
I
a
roll
second.
history real quick to see if I do you remember when she got the staff?
Sure.
Can I do an arcana check on the staff?
Sure.
You're right,
I'm
sevens are lucky
concerned.
numbers.
I hate that you guys are all over me right now. I just
No,
want to.
I'm.
Poor
I'm
E2.
only
all
by
over you.
you.
Poor E2.
Well, that's okay.
All right.
So-
With
As
a
long as
history
it's
check.
you.
You don't remember Ven when E2 started showing up with the stuff she just suddenly did one day.
Well,
The
I don't
crown
I
and
trust
the-
magic. I don't trust people. I'm gonna try and get it away from Dolkin again. So
The crown and the wart.
You're-
What?
You two are both clerics. Can't you see to check if this thing is cursed or not? Because I have a feeling it's cursed.
and I'll check if it's cursed too.
The crown and the king. You gotta help me out. You gotta be more specific.
Who are you talking
King?
to?
Don't
Wait a
don't you
minute.
know? It's the storm giant.
What?
It's the storm giant king. It's his. He's
You
got
mean-
a crown and a war drum.
Oh, do
You-
we have to return it? Uh-oh.
I don't know. He wants to be back with the war drum and the crown.
Well, I guess we should return it then.
Dulkin, you didn't drink anything when you got. Just double checking. I can hear the staff too, but are you
Wait,
sure you're
wait,
actually hearing
Dolkin.
it correctly?
Don't
Did you
question
eat any
me
of the
while
puffer
you're
shark?
wearing that armor.
What do you mean about this armor? I was offered magical armor. It's What
Dwarf
are the
skin.
studs too much? Is the fur
It's
too much?
dwarf beard.
What? Why would it be dwarf skin?
It does have the faint smell of beer coming off of it.
Listen, the Captain Command alcoholic.
It's used very widely. Don't be ashamed. A lot of orcs wear it too.
Listen,
while they're
it
distracted,
has-
I'm
Uh-huh.
gonna give the staff a big yank.
Alright, go ahead, give me a
Oh no.
give me another athletics, Dolkin, and Ven, give me strength.
This is bad.
Alright.
Ah,
Dolkin manages to pull it straight away from E2 and Ven. Dolkin, as you grab the staff and get it in your
I'm
hands,
gonna attack Dolkin.
you immediately turn blue. Bright
Gonna
No.
bitch slap Dolkin.
sapphire blue.
What?
This is new. This is
is
new.
cursed. Okay,
I'm slapping it out
whoever.
of his hand.
Then you need to do use your cleric magic. This thing is
Alright.
clearly
I
cursed.
miss.
Nope. Don't worry.
What?
Ven, does a 25 hit you?
Yeah,
Give me a moment.
I tried to slap it out of his hand. I got a nat 1.
So as you go to smack it out of his hand, you suddenly a lightning or electricity shoots out from Dolkin and zaps you so hard that you actually launch about a good 5-10 feet into the side of the boat, actually causing the entire war galleon to kind of slightly shake to the side. You
Let's
take
not.
15 points of lightning damage.
That's new. This is all new.
You
What
said
was
a
that?
This is so
storm
bad.
giant was talking to you. Dolkin, a
You
storm
need to put
giant?
the staff down very slowly.
No, I think I'll hang on to it for a moment.
But it's
Okay.
mine.
Are you okay, Dolkin? Because you're starting to act a little bit strange, and I know we're all a little bit stressed out. But could you perhaps
As
just kinda set
everyone
it down? You don't need to let.
goes mute, except for you, Dolkin. You suddenly see sitting in front of you as the room kind of quiets just with an abruptness as Zaya's continuous annoyance vanishes from around you. Clouds start emanating and the boat vanishes, and before you stands a giant of what looks to be, from what you've seen in the tales, a traditional storm giant. But this isn't the king you saw before. Here now stands a female giantess of storm origins. She looks to be about 3 times the size of the previous one you saw. She's staring at you with these golden eyes, massive plates of what looks to be lyrium armor, and a rather large warhammer. She sits before you and starts to speak, although it seems almost melodic. There we go. As she begins. This is my staff, the staff of peace. It is one of 2 items that you shall return to me. The staff of peace and the staff of war. The staff of war currently is in the hands of a lich underneath Dragon's Gate. Bring them both together, and I will grant you your divinity back and the position of champion, as any true cleric would want. With this, you will be granted the ability to smith like the storm giants used to. The elements themselves will be at your call. The items that you smith will become legendary. And she stops as the room goes back. And you suddenly hear again as E2, Ven, and Zaya continue to argue and yell and get upset at you.
I'm not being upset. I'm
Dolkin,
just saying.
Before you electrocute someone, just calm down. I'm trying to persuade the dwarf to set down, just lower the staff. Not let
We
go,
can-
lower the staff.
We need
None
to
of
be
us want
careful.
to be electrocuted.
Did you guys
Well,
see her?
I mean,
See who?
See what?
did I
Oh, you're
sense
going
any
crazy.
divinity things happening, by the way.
You did not.
The storm giant. She was
Are you talking about your goddess lord?
amazing.
Who are you
Okay.
talking Dulkin,
On the
you
count
didn't
of-
try to eat the shark,
On
did
the
you?
count of 3, we all jump him and tie him up.
You do realize he could be all three of us with an arm tied behind his back, correct? And I just casually say this out loud, pointedly looking at Ben. You do realize
That's
that
only because you suck.
Ven, like, what use have you provided in battle besides the undead? Because you're a cleric, and any basic cleric can handle the undead.
No, let's see. I healed your lazy ass 2 times.
I've healed several of you guys as well. The point is, Dulkin,
And
what
can
do you
be
mean you
crushed by
saw
a
a
boulder
woman?
and come back? I do not believe so.
That's just because you're immortal, and that I don't even know how that happened or why
Dokkan,
you
you
got
feel
blessed with it.
your divine magic returning with a bit of an extra charge.
I do the thing where like you feel it in your fingertips and you're looking at your hand like this. It's the power's back.
Okay. I think I get what I see this and I go, well, I think I know what's going on.
What?
You just got a divine quest, didn't you?
I believe
Was
I
it-
have.
And
How
I'm
urgent
guessing the
is this
stars have
quest?
something to do with it.
Yes, this and its brother, the staff of war.
Do I recognize the name of that item?
No, you do not.
Oh, I have no idea what you're talking about.
When did this lady say we needed to do the quest with the staff? Because we are in the middle of a quest with my family on a boat in the middle of the ocean.
As Zaya says that you hear above, lend a hoe!
Never mind. We're here.
Well, we're no longer in the middle of the ocean.
I hope the quest is in the Tiefling Island. Otherwise.
It's back at Dragon's Gate.
Oh my gosh. What did this woman tell you you needed? Do you reunite it with its brother staff?
There's a staff of war currently controlled by a lich below Dragon's Gate.
Oh,
If I can
wait.
get that and return both the staves to the Storm Giants, they'll tell me how to smith like them.
Storm giants.
No one can hear you, Vin.
Cam,
Nope.
not really.
Nope.
Yeah.
Sounds like you're underwater or in a submarine.
Or like, yeah.
I can answer that for you. All right. E2, you do notice that this staff has changed its appearance. It's no longer the simple stick it was. It's started kind of change from the traditional wooden feel as it looks. It is now turning to more of a frozen design of a actual lightning bolt itself.
Oh, I don't know how much I like this. I really don't like dealing with cursed items.
Luckily,
too.
Dolkin
Maybe
holds it.
Dolkin's right. I should just hand it over to him.
E2, I'm sorry that I feel like I've stolen this from you, but I think I was meant to have it.
Go ahead. If I'm gonna be honest, it looks cursed, and that's kind of scary, you know? I don't deal with items like that. You don't know what kind of bad vibes this stick could have.
Itu, do you remember where you got the staff now?
Don't ask me that.
Well, I will tell you this. I feel better than I have in months.
You also see Dolkin's scar has vanished completely.
I mean, if you want to have it, you can have it. I'm kind of,
This is
Anyways.
your
don't like it
quest.
anymore.
I added to your
E2,
inventory, Dolkin.
I will try to find a way to make it up to you. I will figure something out.
Okay. Keep your promise.
I will. You can trust me on that.
All right.
Well,
Well,
this is your quest, Dolkin, and you're the
let's
cleric,
go.
but I do suggest we finish my quest, my family quest first, if possible.
Whoa. Divine quests normally take, priority because you piss off a god.
Well,
You're
did
still
she
gonna
say
have
we
big
have to
drops.
go? Did the storm giant woman say we have to go right away? Because we are right here, and this does depend on the fate of the world we're in. And if the world is gone, I
As the
imagine the
boat
gods won't have
smacks
followers.
against the dock, roughly, you're all kind of tilted to the side slightly.
I think we finished the quest we're on now. I don't believe this storm giant will mind.
Okay.
You fear you
Then-
feel no
Alright.
pulse to move or to go after this quest as of current, Dolkin.
Alright, let's go deal with the tieflings then. Okay, how many times am I gonna get shot in the head?
As you
Alright,
hear
I hate
this,
coming here.
as you hear,
I get off the boat.
as you guys head up to the main top of the boat, heading topside, you can hear screams and shouts and the clashing of weapons as you come above, and as you see, the captain has already disembarked and jumped off onto the shore with his crew and has joined in with the fighting. As you can see, a small town is currently fighting off what looks to be more of those maw demons from earlier, around a
I'm
horde
gonna
of them.
launch.
Before you interrupt the DM and end up dead, the DM will continue his description as was part of this whole thing. Looking about, Zaya, give me a perception check.
Okay. Perception.
Hmm.
I dropped the dice.
We uploaded the character sheet so you could use those.
Well, I have dice.
Avery
And
hates
I-
her.
Yeah, I got an 8 with my real dice though, so I might try Avray.
All right. As you look about, you do see someone that looks somewhat familiar for some reason. The back of this person's head, who's currently doing battle with two maw demons with a single short sword, and wearing nothing but what looks to be a cloak. You do notice the back of the creature's head looks to be similar in hair color as far as it goes, and seems to have deep purple skin with dark blue hair. This kind of reminds you of a person you remember as Blenton the Bloodied.
Like the great how
Uh-huh.
great grandfather. Okay. Could it be my normal grandfather who also shares the name Blenton?
He does, but he does not have dark purple skin. His
Mm.
skin seems to come more to a lighter violet color.
This is. Ugh, I don't like this.
Alright.
Wait,
Yes.
what can I tell the age of this person just based off of height and like size?
By size comparison, they look to be similar to size to you.
Mm. This is something.
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
As more maw demons start to come towards the boat, charging at you guys, the ship's crew seems to start to take up a defensive position. Now you may all roll initiative.
sweet. I'll try with Avray this time.
Alright, that is 13 for Vin.
Well, Dolkin has gotten some pep in his step after getting shot. After getting
Yeah,
supercharged
no,
flinches.
Avray still hates
15.
me. I'm despised.
I mean,
That's funny.
6 and 10. Alright. Oh, oops, my bad. I love this encounter tracker. This was the best thing D&D Beyond has done. Alright.
Yeah, I know. It's actually really cool.
As you guys kind of start to disembark slightly, what looks to be a strange shadow erupts from behind Dolkin, taking an immediate swing at him. It is another one of those evil-looking shadow demons from the beach. As it takes a
it's following you.
swing at Dolkin, fuck you, dice. I assume a 7 doesn't hit you, Dolkin.
No.
As the claws just bounce off of your electrical shield, taking. Okay. As the creature seems to kind of slash at you, its claw of sorts seems to explode backwards, getting fired at from a lightning bolt of what looks to be a random shield surrounding you, taking 12 points of damage. All right, and then Dolkin, you're up. You
I'm
now
gonna
have.
turn on it,
Okay.
feeling good.
Uh huh.
And I'm gonna attack it.
Okay. Make an attack. Let's see what you can do. God. Okay.
And
I
I'm
do.
feeling frisky. I'm
Okay.
gonna hit it with a Searing Smite.
All right.
at
So a
level 3.
16 does hit, and so that is 12 points of fire damage. Give me a moment to get all that down. Okay, and then you're gonna do a Searing Smite. That is.
Could be an extra 3d6.
All right. Go ahead and roll.
Oops, and one more d6.
Okay. Oh shit. Okay, so that's 10 points of and that is radiant damage, I believe.
That is just fire damage.
Okay. So as the creature seems less
And they
affected
ignite.
by the fire itself, the creature is lit on fire completely. All right. Is there anything else you want to do, Dolkin?
That will be it.
All right. One of the demons seems to see this and jumps up onto the boat, going straight for E2. Immediately seeing her as the weakest of the party, thinking it has an easy chance. It is going to go ahead and take a swing or take a bite out of E2. Does a 22 hit?
Oh, for sure.
Okay, gotta ask. This thing bites down on one of your legs, taking a nice big chomp out of you. That is 11 points of piercing damage as the creature chomps down on you.
I'm dying. I'm gonna start bleeding out.
The second Maw Demon, seeing this, acts on it and goes to focus E2 as well. Well, I'm going to assume that hits because that's a 23.
Just keep it coming.
If you got anybody to blame, you gotta blame Zaya. All right, that's
Why me?
You pick these dice. 15 points of more piercing damage as this thing chomps down on your leg, leaving nasty marks all over. I cannot talk today. All right, and then moving on. Ven, you're up as you see two of these things starting to bite down and chomp away at poor E2.
You don't touch my Itu.
He's gone, Hitler.
Let's see what I can do.
My hero.
Mm.
Well, we'll
No,
see what you roll.
I was gonna say, don't speak too soon here.
Don't speak too soon. Yeah, don't curse me with that, please. I'm guessing they're flanking her, one on each side.
Yep. So regular Maw Demon orgy over here. And
Well, you know
E2 is
what?
the appetizer. Uh-huh.
Cast guiding bolt minus L space 3.
Which one are you attacking?
I'm attacking the one that took the first bite out of her.
Okay. All right. Okay. Oh Jesus. 13 does hit. And that is 24 points of radiant damage as the creature seems to take some heavy hits. Luckily, it's not. Okay, yeah, alright, no immunities. That is. Yeah, that's. Okay. As the creature looks
I'm
to
gonna
take the
repeat.
bolt straight to the eyes, it manages to blind the creature. It's having a hard time standing up at this point, but it's still moving.
I'm going to repeat that on the other one.
Okay. As he types it out, and does it work?
Okay, I forgot cast. I forgot to
Why
type
not?
cast.
Oh, you're using your phone, so you just can't copy and paste. That sucks.
While he's typing that, I forgot that you could do the whole drop movement for an action. Could I just take the action to use the dodge?
You can. All right. Okay.
That's
is
onto the other one.
23
and now
to hit.
Whoever hits.
And
Yep.
the other creature, as you slam into it, seems to kind of bounce back a little bit. Lucky enough. Oops, there we go.
After that, remember, whoever attacks those two next gets advantage.
Okay. All right. Up next, the Maw Demons, seeing what's happening, decide to go straight for Ven to take a chomp at him to delay what's going on. Jumping up onto the boat. That's a 10 to hit. And that one misses, I assume. As I know Ven's armor class is higher than that, at least. Alright. Second, another one seems to jump up again, focusing down as they seem to pair up their actions. That is 16 to hit. That hits the armor class, which means it misses as the creature seems to take another bite out of the air, barely being dodged by Ven in his nimble old age. E2, you're up. You've got one Maw Demon on each side of you.
Okay, I'm going to try to take my dagger and have at them.
Have at thee. All right. Holy, that's roll a d20 again. That's a natural 20. Let's see if you can confirm to kill.
How would I do that? Would I just do
Just roll, yeah,
an
just do
exclamation
a
part?
dagger
Okay.
again, yeah.
It's a
Okay.
crit, rolls double ones on damage.
Fair point. All right, so you managed to wound or bring the thing down. It takes double damage, so I'm just gonna combine the two to call it good. So it's 5 and 6. That's 11 points damage as you manage to slash off one of its tentacle eyes. The creature drops as his black ichor just kind of explodes from its body,
Haha, take that, sweet revenge.
and the other one looks more starts to advance. All right. Yeah, it's okay. I'm all right with
It's just going bloodthirsty.
I mean, she just get her ass eaten by 2 Maw Demons. You can't blame her.
I
Alright.
did not consent either.
E2, do you want to sacrifice your movement to take a second action?
Well, can I stab at the other one?
Yes, you can.
Alright.
You also have advantage because we're getting old.
Yes, you do have advantage. You didn't need it last time, thankfully.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
Tell me
Sim.
if this is correct, that if I'm typing it right.
Yeah, that is so that's a 7. The creature, it does miss the creature as you slash at it. This one seems a little smarter, but please take a second roll because you do have advantage. So do so again.
You can add advantage with ADV.
Oh,
How do
It'll
you
add
do that?
advantage.
Just do a normal
ADV.
attack this time.
yeah,
'cause
it's fine. Just do normal.
Next time we'll get it.
Okay, and as the creature again manages to avoid you, moving its other tentacle eye away,
It's too fast.
it seems to be enjoying the taste of your blood as it licks its very sharp teeth. Moving on, Zaya, you're up. What would you like to do?
Yeah. Okay, so this tiefling that looks like my great the bloodied.
Mhm.
He's off the boat, right? Or they're
Yes,
off the boat.
he is currently fighting inside the village, fighting other Maw Demons and Shadow Demons.
Okay, so he's far out there. I'm not gonna worry about it. How close are? Is it the Maw Demon, the Maw Demon that's still alive, and then there's the Shadow Demon still, right?
There are 3 Maw Demons alive. One which is
Oh,
badly
boy.
damaged from E2 and Ven. One Shadow Demon who is trying to smack Dolkin and killing itself in the process. And from what you can see, there are 2 more Maw Demons heading your way up the dock.
Towards me specifically, or my general?
Just
area?
heading up to the to jump onto the boat to attack you lot.
Oh, so they're still on off the shore.
Mhm.
How close are the 2 Maw Demons that are like off the boat?
They're within 10 feet right now of Dolkin, who's standing closer to the railing. So from you, roughly at most 12 feet away.
Okay. Can I? Are they right by each other?
Yes.
Okay. Then we didn't take a long rest on the boat, did we?
Nope.
Nope. Okay.
You had the opportunity.
No, yeah, I was too busy fighting Dulkin.
And now you're wearing dwarf skin. Who won that encounter?
I didn't know that. Zaya didn't know. She wasn't told. Dulkin's within 10 feet. So
Within
that's
5
bad
feet of
idea.
you.
Oh, he's with no of the demons. He's
Yes,
within.
all the demons are around him, pretty much.
Can I, if I had an attack that was in the shape of a cone, could I maneuver it so that Dulkin wasn't in the cone, like aim it off the boat, or no?
It depends on what you're trying to attack. Are you trying to attack the two creatures off of the boat?
Yes.
Theoretically, yeah, they're still far. They're still at an angle where you can do that and avoid hitting Dulkin.
Okay, then I think I'll do Psionic Blast. Unleash a destructive wave of mental force at 30-foot cone. Each creature in the area must make a dexterity saving throw. On a
'Kay.
failed save, target takes damage and is pushed 20 feet away and knocked prone on a failed save.
All right, one gets a 0, and the other gets
Oh.
a 16.
That one passes the 16. Let me roll damage for, and that one's pushed 20 feet away and knocked prone as
Okay.
well. Let's see. Yep. Okay. Force damage.
All right, and give me one moment. Okay, let me Oh wow! All right, so a total of 21 points of damage as the creature gets shot off to the water, basically exploding off, and manages to take or get knocked prone, drowning, starting to drown. That is there we go. All right. Is there anything else you want to do?
Yeah. How close is the injured one that's attacking like Itsu and Ven right now?
Within 5 feet of you.
Can I wanna. I probably didn't have my rapier prepared. Would it take an action to pull it out, like to
Yes.
unsheath my rapier? Okay, then I'm gonna sacrifice my movement and unsheath my Vorpal rapier
Okay.
and to have it prepared. And then for a bonus action, I want to. Where is it? I want to cast Healing Word on myself because I need it.
Okay. Feel free.
All right.
My neighbors are in their screaming mood right now. There's nothing like living
Okay.
in the white trash area.
That'll be my turn.
Okay. As the Maw Demon you didn't knock off that managed to dodge the action or the psionic wave completely, continues to charge, is going to try and jump up behind Dulkin and take a bite out of his back. Yes?
It does take half damage from the psionic spell if it succeeds.
Oh, okay. Then I'll make sure to make a note of that. That is
So
okay.
half of 21.
Yep, I got it.
Yep.
All right. Dulkin does a 17 hit.
Negative.
As the thing, weakly tries to take a chomp out of Dulkin, running it straight into Dulkin's visible shield. It seems to explode backwards, taking 12 points of lightning damage as it explodes out. Jumping again, knocked right back off the boat. And it looks rather injured and rather fried. The other one takes its action to get up and moves out of the water, and that is all it can do. As we go back up to the top of initiative, the Shadow Demon that is now facing Dulkin is going to try and take another swipe at him, and that is a 15 to hit.
Negative.
As the creature then just tries to push through Dulkin to get back behind him. Dulkin, you will take. Let me find my right dice. 4 points of force damage as this thing uses its incorporeal movement and runs right through you. You feel a strange chill go down your spine as the creature comes out from behind from your back. God, this is what you get for drinking coffee right beforehand. Okay. Dulkin, as the creature is now behind you, it is your turn. You also still have a Maw Demon within that has been biting on poor E2. within hammering distance.
I'm going to attack the Shadow Demon again.
All right, you're gonna turn around back on it.
Yeah, I'm gonna
It looks
not let it get out of my
shocked.
sight. A 10.
A 10 to hit.
A nat
It does
one.
not hit as the creature manages to nimbly dodge and move its shadow out of the way of your hammer.
And then I will. There's still something attacking E2.
Yes, there's a Maw Demon
Well-
still trying to attack her.
I will bonus action Shield of Faith on her,
Okay.
which gives a +2 AC.
All right. So E2, you now have a +2 to your AC temporarily.
And then I will forfeit movement to do dodge action.
Okay. Smart man. Let me add that real quick. So Oops, +2, and I'll just mention that on her character sheet. So there you go. E2, you're now at 17 armor class. All right. Well, that Maw Demon's dead, as the one that's been stabbed and attacked continuously decides to finally make its play against E2, trying to take another bite out of her. Oh no. Oh, all right. Rolling a
Oh,
natural
no.
20, but getting a 14 on the second roll. I assume 24 hits because I just updated your character sheet. So,
You know it.
let's.
I tried to help.
1, 6, 7, 8. So you take 16 points of piercing damage as this creature bites down on your front arm or your front leg, taking a nice chunk out of you. And that's all it can do. Sven, you're up.
Okay. Let's attempt to murder a Maw Demon.
Okay.
Ooh,
Poor E2.
I need a really big band-aid for these.
Yeah, E2 is bleeding from many holes right now. Okay, taking another guiding bolt at the thing. It succeeds, and that is 17 points of radiant damage as the creature drops from these giant spikes of lightning or of light, exploding into the body. E2, you are covered in more black ichor.
Oh, I need a shower. This is disgusting.
It smells
then-
foul.
Bonus action before I do anything else. Heal. Actually, cure minus 3. I'm using cure wounds on her.
Okay.
Because I know I'm standing right next to her.
Yes, but you do still have
Oh,
2
thank
Maw
you so
Demons right
much.
on you, Ven.
And I'll handle them in just a second.
Okay.
I'm healing her. I'm
So
using no movement so I can do that.
17
action,
points
but-
to you, E2. As those holes start to dry back up and close slowly.
And then, what can I do as a bonus action? That's action. Realizing I have shit for bonus actions, I probably fucked up. Well, I'll just do this. I'm gonna cast Shield of Faith on myself.
Okay. Adding 2 temporary AC points. Alright. Moving on, then. The Maw Demon that was right behind you trying to take a chomp out of you is going to do so again after seeing what you do that. Oh no. Well, that's good. That was a 19. You lucked out. So that was a 20 and a 19. And I assume 24 hits.
Yeah.
Okay. Fuck, that's D8. 1, 3. So 5 points of piercing damage. Make that 10 because it's doubled. So 10 points of piercing damage from the Maw Demon as it takes a bite out of you. Next one,
Good
look.
news. Shield of Faith is still up.
Yeah. Next one tries to take another chunk out of you, Ven. And the dice giveth, and the dice taketh away. Let's see. As it goes to bite and attack you, it jumps overboard, impaling itself on one of the
Oh,
spears
wow.
of the dock. Black ichor explodes. It is now raining down on the dock. It smells foul still.
I'm gonna look over at that and be like, well, I guess he knew what he was messing with.
Okay, E2, you're up. What would you like to do?
How many are left?
There's one Maw Demon still trying to take a chunk out of Ven that is perfectly healthy, and then there is one or two down on the docks that are still looking pretty damaged.
Is it close to me?
The one standing next to Ven, it's within 5 feet of you.
Okay. I'm gonna try.
hmm
Yes, try. Do good. You can do it.
All right,
Ah.
taking a 12, you manage to slice it, but the creature seems to nimbly dodge away from you.
I can't hit anything. What a terrible day. It's all this gunk and blood in my eyes.
It continues to smell foul. All right, do you want to sacrifice your action or your movement to take a second action?
Yeah, I'm gonna try to hit it one more time.
All right, go ahead.
I got nothing better to do.
I mean, you could run away. You could stealth for a sneak attack.
Could I?
Well, you'd have to do it on your next turn to use both your movement and your action. But yeah.
Oh, I gotta help Ben. I can't just sneak
All right.
away.
As you manage to get a slice at, you manage to nick one of its eyes. It looks very angry at you and is now focused on you.
Dang it!
The creature looks angry. That is 7 points of damage. All right. Oops. It's pissed at you now. All right. Is there anything else you want to do, or is that it, E2?
Ruh-roh. Do
Yeah.
I
You have
Sorry,
your-
this is a noob question. What defines a bonus action?
So basically, it's an action you don't have to take, or you can take during your turn that doesn't affect your main action. So like, whereas Dulkin's taking this dodge ability continuously, which I think is called disengage technically in 5th edition.
Do I
it's
have
fine.
the ability
No,
to
it's
do it
actually
right
dodge.
now?
Okay. Yes, you do.
I'm going to use a bonus action, my cutting action, to disengage/hide.
You can hide or you can disengage.
What
You're
would
not
make me safer?
Well, you're not currently engaged with the beast since it's currently in Ven's cone of attack, so you don't need to disengage, but hiding would make it. You just do a stealth check
Okay, I'm
and
gonna
vanish.
try to hide.
Okay, go ahead and give me a stealth
What's
roll.
the abbreviation?
I don't know.
Stealth. Don't.
Oh, you're really quiet.
Maybe just try to like.
No,
Spell
for
it
stealth.
out.
Wait, I'll find. Hold on. I'll just roll RD.
You,
20.
Yeah.
Are you doing a check?
Or just spell
Mhm.
stealth maybe.
I think
I'm
if you
having-
just do exclamation C, it gives you a list.
Okay, that'll work. So as E2 seems to disappear a little bit from sight, the creature seems confused now as it doesn't seem to notice where you went, E2. All right. Next up is Zaya. Zaya, what would you like to do? There's
Yay.
one beast attacking Ven, looking very confused as it was getting ready to engage with E2, and two more are on the dock still, coming towards you.
How close is the one attacking Ven?
It's within 5 feet. You guys are pretty well clustered up.
Okay. I want to attack it with my Vorpal Rapier.
Okay. Go ahead and roll to attack.
Yeah, let's see. That's okay.
No one cares about the Shadow Demon, Dulkin.
Wait, does it that
That's
that
fine.
one didn't have? No, I'll get it. But that one didn't have a guiding bolt on it. The one behind Ven did it.
Correct. It did not.
To be fair, the Shadow Demon just cheating to do damage to me, so.
The Shadow
an
Demon
11
is very
hit?
sad because it sucks at its job. An 11 does not hit as you stab at air as the tentacle kind of dodges about. What the fuck? That was a weird sound.
That was
Oh, it's Ven. There we go. I server muted him for the time being. Oh,
Okay,
and he
yeah,
left.
I'll. Oh boy. I'll just forfeit my movement and try to attack the Maw Demon again. I'll worry about
Okay.
the Shadow Demon later. Or
All right.
yeah.
Let's see what you can roll. As the
17.
All right, as you manage to stab into the creature, let's roll damage.
Yay, I finally get to roll with this. Oh yeah, damage rolls, I forgot.
There we
Oh.
go. That felt better. All right.
There we go.
As
8
you
points of
stab the
damage.
creature, it Black Ichor seems to explode onto you and Ven now. It seems to continue to smell foul. All right. Anything else you want to do, Zaya?
Yeah, bonus action. I'll what am I at? I'll healing word myself again.
Okay. You have now pissed off that Maw Demon, by the way. It is now staring at you.
Yeah, no, that's why I'm healing.
Okay.
Alright. Bring it on.
All right. As the two Maw Demons that were down the dock jump up, you see the Shadow Demon seem to kind of move and adjust slightly, Dolkin. Not moving out of your cone of combat, but just slightly moving its hand. And both Maw Demons are coming straight for you. The first one is going to take a try to take a chomp out of you. Does a 17 hit?
No.
God damn it, Dolkin. God damn it, Dolkin.
So it's a good thing I chose
Fuck
these dice
me.
for Dulkin.
No kidding. As one seems to jump onto Dolkin's invisible shield, exploding into bits everywhere. The foulness of the what smells like hot garbage in New Jersey is just getting ever stronger. This second creature completely disintegrates.
You may have made the gods in this world, but I'm still their favorite.
Yeah. The second takes a bite or tries to take a bite out of you, managing to get stuck on the shield and hitting right where it's at, taking 7 points of electrical damage. Or lightning damage as the poor creature is fried even further. It looks rather upset. The Shadow Demon is disturbed by this, but is going to take another swing at you, Dolkin. Fuck you, dice. Alright, we're switching dice.
Wait, I chose the die.
God
I say
damn it.
blue then. Blue's my second choice.
Fucking that D20 has rolled nothing but 3 natural ones now. God damn it. Alright, where's my blue dice? Here we go. God. Let's hope these are better than the last ones. Jesus, that is such bullshit. Okay. Fuck you. Okay, my dice rolls tonight are bad. As the creature goes to lunge at Dolkin, it manages to explode upon the shield as the emanating energy. The only thing left is the the two Maw Demons, one that was attacking Ven and the other that had just barely managed to escape with its life. Oh man, I swear to God, I didn't think these dice rolls could get worse. All right. So, Dolkin, you now see one Maw Demon right behind you attacking Ven, and another that is right to your side that looks very, very bloodied and beaten up and fried.
Are you guys seeing this? They're just exploding.
Dulkin,
I'm
you should
gonna
enter the
attack the one.
lottery.
Then I'm gonna attack the one that's hitting Ven.
Go gambling.
Okay,
Yeah,
ahead and
go
roll.
gambling.
The 10 to hit.
10 to hit. 10 does not hit as you manage to swing and the creature somehow dodges it. The gods do not favor you any longer.
No, they gave a nat 1.
I'll,
nat
I'll
ones
take my
this
chance.
session?
I'll forfeit movement and try it again.
Oh, you rolled a nat 1. Oh, wait. You're not getting
No?
away with that. Roll a second time for me real quick on that A hammer. Players apply the same rule. Okay, you're fine. I was about to say. All right, taking your second roll into effect with a 27, you do hit. So rule of thumb, Dolkin. I don't know if I've ever explained this, but just like monsters, if players roll a natural 1, you have to roll a second time, just like a d20 or rolling a 20 or a natural 20 to confirm. If you roll 2 natural 1s, you do kill yourself.
All right.
So forewarning, because that's why monsters keep dying on you. Fuck this dice. All right, as this creature takes 14 points of fire damage, it seems to light up and seems very terrified suddenly by the situation, and is second guessing its life decisions.
As
You didn't
anyone
think
should.
a demon of this caliber could do so, but it seems to. Is there anything
And
else
then
you'd like to do?
that will be my turn.
Okay.
Bilkin, enter the lottery. I'm telling you, man.
Then, as you see that Dulkin has smashed the Maw Demon that was attacking him, there's still one that stands behind him now, and then there's the one that's standing behind you. Both are very badly damaged. What would you like to do?
Oh, you know what? I can just do 2 of these.
That sounds very disturbing coming from an old elf. Dulkin,
Perverted old elf.
I hope your armor is sealed tight.
Oh,
I'm sure this dwarf skin will protect me.
Oh man. As Ven tries to figure out how to cast Guiding Bolt once again. How do you have more Guiding Bolts? Jesus Christ. Oh, higher spell slots. Okay. An 18 as it hits. The creature drops to the ground with massive bolts of light sticking out of it.
And here's coming up the last one.
As the creature looks terrified. You manage to miss as the bolts vanish off to the side. It manages to dodge nimbly even though it's been electrocuted, almost exploded, and watched all of its friends die.
And then bonus action on Itsu.
There you go. Alright,
How badly is
E2,
it
that's
damaged?
5 points back to you. Also, how long does shield last, by the way?
10
Shield
minutes.
fades
10 minutes,
10
okay.
10 rounds or 10 minutes, whichever comes first.
Alright. So, E2, you heal up for 5 points. And that is the end of your turn, Ven?
Yep.
Alright, E2, you're up. What would you like to do? There's one Maw Demon left, and it's standing behind Dulkin, and it looks so beaten up it's barely moving.
That-
And you are
Target it.
stealthed.
Ooh, does it have a lot of HP left?
It looks rather beaten up. It's barely, like it's almost barely hanging on at this point.
Okay, there's no need for me to do anything special then.
As each dude charges up and stabs the creature straight in the face, or what could be accounted for its face since its face is like a Kirby, as in its whole body, the creature just drops to the ground as black ichor explodes from the wound. The smell
Woohoo!
is awful. You lot all smell like day-old fish. Curry. I can talk. What the hell? Oh, sorry. Fit chum. There's the word I was looking for. And the initiative roll is over. Okay. So yes, as you look about, you can see that the other groups seem to have managed to slaughter what was left of the Maw Demons that were attacking them. It looks like for the most part there is a large, this is a large group of people in similar cloaks to what you saw earlier. For those who met with this, with the group of New Hope, walking about, some with their hoods off, some with on. And as you're walking about, one of the members walks up and says, "Oi, come down here and wash up before that stuff lights on fire."
Okay,
Can I use thaumaturgy to clean myself up?
Sure.
Doing that.
All right.
Does thaumaturgy clean up?
It does.
Then I'll
I'll
just
use
use
it on
thaumaturgy
Swag.
on myself as well.
All right. Ven and E2 now, or Ven and Zaya now smell like roses and freshly cleaned, as the black ichor seems to vanish off of their bodies.
I
I'm
wanna get
going
off the
to-
ship, though.
Okay.
Hold on.
Yes.
What I want to do is I want to shake out my fur and like splatter them in more disgusting filth.
No, I'll
As-
dodge.
As you do so, Ven and Zaya, you can go ahead and give me some dexterity saving throws.
Oh,
Itsu.
I like being difficult.
A
take
22.
that 22.
As Zaya manages to nimbly dodge in between, as well as Ven
Backflip,
jumping
baby.
down. E2, you're still covered in ichor. Dulkin is Dulkin manages to avoid it as well, not really needing to, as the stuff fries on his invisible shield.
I'm gonna. also use Thaumaturgy to clean both Itsu and whatever, if any ever got on Dolkin. Him too. Be nice.
Dolkin,
Think
you
the shield burnt it off.
Dolkin, you no longer smell like the fresh scent of a well-used smithy. You now smell like roses.
And very confused.
Ooh,
It
smells
situated
nice.
well.
Oh,
Not
you
like
like it?
wet dog.
All right, as you guys are now cleaned up, the New Hope members come over and start to greet and introduce themselves one by one. Not many of note. As you get to the final one, he introduces himself. Oops, let me end this encounter real quick.
End
Alright.
the stream, guys. Good night. Goodbye.
No, no, I said end encounter. He introduces himself, not really giving a name, just kind of nodding and saying he is of House Silversong. And as you get a better look at this young man, he does have this deep purple skin, dark blue hair. He has almost a crimson silver eye color, and he looks very similar to Blenton the Bloodied,
What
who
do
was
his
well
horns
known.
look like?
Almost identical to yours.
Does he have any beauty marks on his face?
He does not.
Okay, he didn't give me a name, right?
He did not. Although your grandfather is standing nearby. Yes, Ven?
I'm gonna look at Zaya and look at him and be like, "Is this one of your lovers?"
No,
The man looks
I
at
do
Ben
not have
horrified.
lovers. I do not have a bunch of lovers.
How dare you? That's my mother.
Oh,
And that explains everything.
oh, Zaya's gonna be like, so you, but the gnome,
Time magic.
It's a bitch.
That's
Anyways, I'm gonna go talk to my old friend. I'm gonna walk over to
He-
Zaya's grandfather.
As Zaya starts to have a slow breakdown,
There's
he
a
looks to
son standing in front of me.
the young tiefling son looks to Dolkin and says, "You must be my father." He looks at you, says,
Listen.
"You know, I've always loved smithing. I've even managed." And he pulls out this long sword. And he shows it. It's well crafted. This is a very well designed iron sword. It's very simple. This man obviously hasn't spent much time at a forge, but for a beginner, this is very well done.
It's a nice. I don't know.
He looks. He says, "I mean, obviously, this is where I get my good looks. I've got this down now." And
This is.
Am I
no,
like?
uh,
Am I like? Are you blue or am I like? Holy fuck, you're blue.
he's a deep purple.
No, like me.
Oh yeah,
You said I turned
you're
blue?
like a sapphire blue.
But it's like, oh fuck, you're blue, and not
Yeah.
like, are you kind of blue?
No, this is you're bright blue.
Okay.
This is
I'm
holy
not-
fucking-
No, I don't have any.
he's
No,
a
I don't have any
normal
children.
dwarf. He's been.
This blue is a new thing.
Oh. Well, that's a shame. I thought I would become a natural smith. And he looks over to Zaya and says, "Yeah, you could have picked better, I guess."
How?
I'm sorry.
When?
I am a fantastic smith.
How? Time Zelm?
No.
Time magic?
Zilpip. I was working under his tutelage with, and he looks over to E2, seeing her, and says, "Oh, your son
I'm
says
looking
hi."
away.
He's serving currently in the Dragon's Gate military. He's one of the commanders of Unit 34, last I heard.
I'm gonna give a chuckle to that too. After a hearty laugh at Zaya meeting her son for the first time.
And
I'm
just-
going to. I'm tempted
And I'm gonna
to
go
elbow
talk to her
Zen.
grandfather.
No, Ben.
I'm walking
I will
away.
Trip Ben, Ben, if you walk towards my grandfather, I will trip you.
Already walking towards him, too late.
I trip Zen.
Dodge action.
I reach out my sword. No.
You're gonna stab Ben?
No, I reach out my sword to trip him. Like I'm gonna try to like hit him.
Yeah,
with-
you're gonna
in
trip me
his
with a
kneecap.
vorpal weapon. Goodbye, leg.
Okay, Zaya, give me an
Yes.
attack roll, then.
I'm taking
Yeah.
dodge action.
Let's see if she takes a 20, though.
Yeah. I'll take your leg if you tell my grandfather anything.
All right, with a
Gosh darn
16,
it.
she manages to miss Ven.
Ben?
As Ven walks off, the young man goes, "Yes, I was never much given a name.
I shout out the name. You're Chuck.
I don't like that one."
Ignore him. He's got issues.
Most people don't.
I can understand. You don't seem as likable as I was told, and mother, you're a lot younger than I thought.
There was time magic involved in your creation. No, I didn't birth
Birth.
anything.
So
I didn't birth anything. That's the issue. You've been under Zilpip's. You're with Zilpip.
Yeah, from what I was told,
Smallest dragon bastard.
Piplis brought me from the human lands where apparently I was born and brought back
You
to
weren't-
Dragon's Gate.
You weren't born, but that's Ben's giving birth now.
My nephew is hilarious.
Oh my god. Yeah, so as you see, he seems very confused overall and is looking to you kind of with a question, and he looks to E2 and says, "Well, if you can, you might want to send a letter to your own son, E2. He's gotten rather large. He's a giant grizzly bear."
Ah. Thank you for letting me know.
If you'd like, I
Can
can
I
get him
do-
in contact with you.
No, thank you.
He goes, "Oh, alright, well, just like my own mother." And he starts to walk away.
I didn't know you existed. You weren't born. You were taken
He-
by the gnome, and when I was unconscious.
He gave us pictures.
He looks
Don't you remember?
at Dolkin and goes, "Is she always like this?"
I am
It
talking.
comes and goes.
Yes.
I'm walking away. I'm going to my grandfather. I'm like, how did you find him? I didn't even know he had lived.
Blent looks at you and says, we had a very problem. During the Siege of Dragon's Gate, he was inside of Zilpip's laboratory working with his other apprentices, along with the dog's child. When the collapse of the mountain happened and Zilpip's place was raided, I had a few friends on the inside and paid them to go and collect my future heir to the family.
So he also died and was brought back.
No, that is incorrect. He never died. Him and the dog's son managed to hide and escape overall with my own personal bodyguard.
Hmm.
It's at
So have
that
you
point you
known
see
about
Dolkin's
him?
Well done, my
uncle
friend.
waving.
I see who.
I'm gonna give the Dolkin's uncle wit.
Ben, shut up! I'm asking the DM a question.
Yeah,
Who
you see
do I see waving?
Dolkin's uncle.
Oh,
And I'm gonna pat
no.
Blenton on the shoulder, and I'm gonna be like, "Good job. You've given me more things to embarrass your granddaughter with."
What? So you've known about his existence this whole time since Dragon Gate?
Yes. Zilpip sent me a letter and offered the child for an exchange of valuable resources. Basically, I sent him magical
did.
gems in exchange that he would make sure to take care of the child, and if the time came, bring him forward.
So then why ask me to be the heir if he's here and
Well,
alive?
unfortunately, his issue is that he's not able to cast magic like you, or any of the other Silver Songs for that matter. It seems that this is a pretty commonality amongst inbred tieflings, which does make me question the father of this creature.
You gonna
But
start chuckling.
since that is not my business on how that happened, he is a well-respected warrior and learning to smith under Greldrim here, as he points back to Dolkin's uncle. And so he's becoming a well-respected warrior, and I'm hoping he'll be a good soldier. But for the time being, you will need to produce a second heir with someone who isn't a member of our own household, or close enough in blood, so that way we may eventually have one that can cast and use magic like a traditional tiefling.
Can I not go through the birthing process with the second one as well?
That is up to you to find someone in that case. That is not my job.
How? Surely there's.
You can always ask Zilpip again.
No, I am fine. I do not wish to contact the gnome, or
You sure
rather
you did a
his
grand job.
his doppelganger. It
Oh.
wasn't Zilpip. It was Piples, and I do not want to interact with Piples.
Yeah, Blinton looks at you and says, to be fair, no one does. That man's insane.
Yeah,
Exactly.
that thing makes the smallest dragon look tame.
Anyways, as I was stating, we are going to be taking up lodging here soon, within the old manor, as you can see it up on the hill, as he points to this massive, giant green and blue building that's like just broken apart in pieces, vines covering it. It looks like an overgrown mansion. My plan is to locate there, take over, and set up shop before we begin the push for the capital to go and get the crown as well as the Enema Stone. And
Okay.
Greldrum looks at Doken and whispers and he says, "It's Anima, the man can't speak properly."
Okay, he did say that, right?
The man looks, he says, "It's Anima, not Enema."
Okay,
You-
just
you-
making sure I
okay,
heard
lad,
that right.
you'll be okay. We'll figure it out later for you. We'll help you.
And he looks at Greldrum looks to Doken and says, and kind of starts to pull Doken off to the side and starts to whisper, "Now listen, I need that stone. You cannot give it to these tieflings."
Why is
Do
that?
any of us hear this?
You can give me a perception check.
I will give a
Oh,
perception
yeah.
roll for this.
As you guys are rolling, I'll continue.
Gosh darn
Um,
it.
As neither of you managed to hear anything, he continues to whisper in Dolken's ear, "It's a large soul stone. It would make the best piece for the weapon that I've been working on. We are going to take it and we are going to leave with it. Do you get me?"
I haven't betrayed my friends yet, and I don't plan on doing it now.
It's not your friends I'm asking you to betray. It's this group. They are not part of the Helmshaper clan. They don't understand what that stone can do.
I'm sure they don't, but that doesn't mean we should go steal it.
Don't make me have to report this back to the head of the clan.
What? That you plan on stealing a soulstone from them?
That you're refusing an order for a higher member of the clan itself. This is for our own sake, for the family's sake. This is part of an item that we are crafting for a king. You will get this for me.
You
Is
will
this the
try.
same clan that forgot to tell me about the tomb in the mountains?
He looks at you a
That
little
forgot
shocked.
to tell me about soul smithing. That forgot to tell me any of this before I left on my trip.
Ooh, family.
He looks for a sec, says, about that.
I think your argument is
I
So,
am not convinced my clan has my best interests in mind.
there's a lot you don't know about our family. And for specific
Obviously.
reasons, you were supposed to learn about that after you returned from this quest. Like all the rest of us.
grandfather said otherwise.
And
Grandfather
it's
Dick.
your... Who told you this?
The eldest of the family,
Well, I mean... Wait.
Olgum.
Oh no. Oh, he sighs and starts to put his fingers to his temple. That old man is nuts. He used to beat the children for fun. Any words that he has aren't really of value. Listen, Olgum hasn't been part of the clan in a very long time, and he's not your grandfather. He looks at it, starts counting on his fingers. 1, 2, 3, 4, 7, 12, 16 grandfathers back. Olgum is part
Was he
of the
alive?
old bloodline. He's been excommunicated from our clan for a long time for using bloodsmithing, which wasn't supposed to be allowed after the incident where he managed to sacrifice his daughters for a weapon. Now, if you don't understand this, that's fine, but what he says isn't of note anymore. As far as it goes with the old soul smithing and the burial sites, you will be exposed to that soon enough when you return from your quest. Just like I was, just like your father was, and every other Helm Shaper.
Just like your cousins.
You will go through the same trial we were all required of. Now, you will get me that Anima Stone.
I'll think about it.
He looks at you and just kind of smacks you on the back. Fine. And walks away. As you guys
Well,
begin to
took the
speak
stone's own.
with the group, figuring out what's going on, getting a general idea as the Bletton starts to lay out the plans on how he plans to besiege the Silversong Manor. That is where we will leave off this time. Thank you all for watching. I hope you've enjoyed. We will see you next time for the next session.
Bye.
Goodbye.